When we think of vampires and werewolves today, we picture either romantic movie heroes or beasts from horror films. But beneath these masks lie real, often tragic human stories and biological facts that once terrified our ancestors. To answer the question of whether these creatures actually existed, we need to move beyond fairy tales and ground ourselves in hard medicine and history. The legend of vampires didn't arise from nowhere. It came from a fundamental misunderstanding of the physiology of death. In the past, when bodies were exhumed, natural decomposition processes, such as bloating from gases, gums receding to reveal teeth, or dark fluids oozing from the mouth, were mistakenly interpreted as evidence that the deceased was still alive and feeding on blood. Rare diseases like porphyria, which caused pale skin that could crack in sunlight, perfectly fit the vampire description. We should also mention the historical inspiration for Dracula, Vlad the Impaler. While he didn't literally drink blood, his sadism and mass impalings of enemies created a lasting legend of an immortal monster. What about werewolves? Belief in humans turning into beasts also has concrete roots in medicine. One example is hypertrichosis, a genetic condition that causes a person's face and body to be covered in thick, animal-like hair. Rabies is another factor. Its symptoms, light sensitivity, foaming at the mouth, convulsions, and uncontrollable aggression with biting fit perfectly into the myth of a predator in human form. There is also clinical lycanthropy, a real psychiatric disorder in which a person is deeply convinced they have become an animal and begins to behave like one. Vampires and werewolves did exist, but not as supernatural monsters. They were, in reality, victims of genetic diseases, mental disorders, and misunderstood biological processes that the people of the past wrapped in monstrous legends, unable to explain human suffering any other way.